If you're a parent, you probably struggle with this all the time. Your kid's not brushing their teeth. Well, brushing your teeth is not only important for that white, bright smile, it's actually important for your overall wellness. For more on the toothy subject, America's favorite oral surgeon, Dr. Ted Grellner, joins us to talk about his 8 secrets about teeth that everyone needs to know. Thank you so much for being here.
Whoopi Goldberg almost lost her front teeth due to gum disease that caused severe bone loss. Situations like this result from ignoring routine dental problems. People just don't realize how much trouble they can get into when they ignore their teeth. So the first secret I'd like to share is how often you brush your teeth is less important than how many minutes a day you have sugar in your mouth.
Okay, so how many minutes a day do you have sugar in your mouth?
You wouldn't believe it. Let me explain. The bacteria that you routinely miss when you brush your teeth are going to convert sugar into acid that's going to eat away at the tooth surface. The longer you have sugar available, the longer that acid's going to destroy your teeth. And it's challenging because the average American consumes 4 pounds of sugar every 8 days.
Ew!
It's incredible.
And we don't really realize how much sugar we're eating.
No, you don't.
Wow,
So
4 pounds?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, disgusting.
So it's best to stick to sweets that are non-sticky, that will dissolve quickly, and rinsing with water afterwards can dilute the sweetness even faster.
So if you're planning on having a snack and you want something sweet you're really craving, what would you suggest over something else?
Well, I wouldn't eat a caramel. Because the longer it stays in your mouth, the longer it's going to be eating away at your teeth. Okay. So something sweet. I tell my patients that you can eat a big piece of birthday cake once a day and have fewer cavities than somebody that's putting sugar in their coffee, sucking on a mint throughout the day.
A mint?
Well, it's got sugar in it.
See, now, what about a sugar-free mint? I mean, I know we hear...
That's okay.
Okay, so no sugar. Okay, so cut down on the sugar. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's secret number 1.
It is. The second secret is that once a cavity starts to cause pain, the fix is no longer going to be just a filling. The problem is that once the bacteria in a cavity starts to infect the tooth, your tooth has become infected, meaning that once you take an antibiotic, it's only temporarily going to control that infection. You're going to end up having to have either a root canal or to have that tooth out.
Tell me, okay, I don't really know the definition of a root canal. So I know you get a tooth removed, but what would a root canal entail?
Basically, it's cleaning out the infected tissue inside the tooth and sealing the end of the root with a material. That's all it is. You're not taking the root out, you're sealing the end of the root so bacteria can no longer get into the bone of the jaw.
Does it cut the feeling off from that root, or from that nerve?
Well, the tooth is probably already going to be dead once it's infected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you're an oral surgeon, so people generally, they need to hear these things because they come to you when it's kind of too late, right?
Exactly. Yeah. The third problem is that once gum pain occurs, it can signal a gum infection that can melt away the bone holding a tooth, sometimes within days, especially if you get a popcorn kernel stuck deeply in the gum. Oh, don't we all?
Yes.
And what you're not going to notice is the slower chronic gum disease that basically you won't know until years later when your teeth start to loosen. Well, those routine visits, the regular visits with your dentist are really immensely important to catch it.
Okay, well, I have you here. There's a new controversy out that they're saying that flossing your teeth is not really necessary. We've heard reports in the news. What do you say about that?
Yeah, there are probably billions of bacteria there on your teeth. So while flossing can certainly help to get it off, you're not going to get everything, and that's why this is so important. Starve them. Starve the bacteria, and you're going to have fewer cavities. You may even save your crowns. So how many times a day should you brush? I hope my kids are listening. I've been told that if you do a really thorough job 1 time a day, it takes 24 hours for the bacteria to develop to the point where they stick to your teeth. Really? So 1 really good time a day, maybe twice, but 3, 4, 5 times is overkill. Excessive? Starve them. So just cut down on the sugar and you're going to do your mouth a whole lot of goodness. You will. You will. The sixth secret that I wanted to talk about is that clenching and grinding your teeth is not a harmless habit. Our jaws, like these pliers, and this is not from my office, this is from my garage. Your garage? Okay, yeah. Our jaws generate a lot more force closer to the joint than further away. So for that reason, we can actually split our back teeth under the heavy pressure of clenching. Those teeth will get infected and then they have to be removed. Ah. Yeah. So when you clench, you're clenching more your back teeth than you are your front. You generate more force back there. And in fact, that's the reason why molars have 2 roots rather than the teeth up front have 1. They're having to withstand greater pressures. Mm.
Okay.
So the way to try to protect your teeth from these destructive forces is to get a heavy plastic night guard to wear at night. Now, the reason I wrote this book is that you're usually not going to end up in my chair unless you have failed to do the things that I suggest in my book.
And we have not gotten all of those secrets, but you're going to be back because there are 8 and we've only heard a few. And again, we want to prevent getting to you. So we're going to tell everybody about these next couple of secrets coming up in just a couple minutes. Thank you for being here. You will be back. Everybody go brush your teeth. And it's time to talk money, honey. Our guest, Kim Curtis, is here with some info on how to keep more money in your pocket and find out why Shaq is going viral again with these ridiculous moves. We'll give you the scoop. No, that's not Shaq in just a bit.